This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And then the Shenango Lancers are your 2A softball champions. The trophy lifted high.
The 10th seed Union Scotties are WPIAL champions.
Not a Cinderella story, a championship story here.
And your 2023 WPIL 2A Girls Champions, the Shenango Wildcats.
The pitch from Bruce, here it comes. Look at this! Union wins it! The Union Scotties have rallied to win the WPIAL Championship.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Working down inside and alley-oop the young gun.
She'll strike it and score!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
You're looking live from the Bill McNeese Gymnasium at Shenango High School. WPIAL girls basketball here tonight on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, as the Shenango Wildcats host the Union Scotties. It's the 2A WPIL defending champion against the 1A defending WPIL and state champions. Tonight, broadcast at lcsportsnet.com and a Triple Live High School Sports Network. It's brought to you by MVP Insurance, by Maley Chiropractic, by Castle Asphalt, by Luxembourg Garvett, Kelly and George, by the Newcastle Transit Authority, by Penn Ohio Bottled Water, by Gem Builders Incorporated, by Medora Bonner Law, by Health and Motion Physical Therapy, by Doran Concrete, by Pontius Insurance, by Works in Progress Paint Services, by The Red Zone, by the City Rescue Mission, by Something for Your Wall Photography, the Tri-County Principals Association, the Shenango Teachers Association, the Union Area Education Association, and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Chris Birch alongside. I'm James Dotson. Glad to have the coach back here with us. He was following us on some of the long runs for the County of Champions to the Peterson Event Center last year, and now a chance to see two WPIAL champions go at it here tonight. Chris, welcome back. We're going to have some fun here tonight.
Yeah, no question about it, James. Glad to be here. Glad to be calling basketball games again. This is my first one of the season, and yeah, really impressive that almost unprecedented season last year for the Lawrence County teams. Two of them. We got two WPIAL champions here, and of course a state champion with the Union Scotties, and just amazing. And I'm sure I'll mention this a few times as we go. Anytime I come into one of these gyms, a flood of memories comes back from my playing days, and certainly Shenango has a few of those, including a broken nose that I got here in 1985. So yeah, a lot of fun to be back here.
At least lucky for you, it is Coach Rob Nogay, not breaking the ankles, breaking the knees, Donnie Nogay.
Donnie Nogay,
on
that was
sideline.
right when we flew at Union. I got the knee memory from that gym.
That's going to be a lot of fun here tonight. We're going to have plenty of fun conversations as we break down this game. But real quick before we take our first time out, these are two teams, though, that are going to be in completely different scenarios over the course of this year. Shenango comes in at a 1-1 record, but they had to graduate 5 seniors, and then 2 others of their top 3 others who played consistent minutes last year, not on the roster this year. We'll get more into that over the course of the year. Whereas Union, they graduated 4 seniors as well, but they returned their top 2 scorers, including a milestone that we might be seeing here tonight.
Yeah, no question. And again, these 2 great veteran coaches here, Ricky LaRocco, had that great season last year. And, hey, now, we were talking a little bit, off air when we got here. It's a whole new challenge for him this year, right? And he seems excited about that. And, yeah, you're right. Rob Nogay brings this great bunch back. A lot of players from last year, including the all-everything Kelly Cleaver. So, yeah, no question. Union, big expectations. Shenango, nice win the other day against, 5A Newcastle. But still, they, obviously they got a little bit of a rebuild ahead of them.
You mentioned embracing the challenge. Coach LaRocco talked about that in the pregame show. We'll hear that conversation with Coach LaRocco when we return here on the pregame show. Union Shenango coming up. You're watching on lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Maley Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Back here on the pregame show, talking with Shenango head coach Rick LaRocco. Coach, 2 games under your belt. I know there's a lot of newcomers on this squad from the championship team from last year. Just talk about what we saw in the Newcastle tournament, what you've seen so far.
A lot of inexperience. First game, a lot of first game jitters. We get a little panicky with the ball. Our effort is tremendous. We play hard, and we're just kind of learning, how to compete at this level. We have 10 girls. It's kind of hard to simulate a practice at times. So that was just kind of like getting thrown in the water. And obviously it's not getting any easier tonight, they're the defending state champs for a reason. But like I said, each day we're getting better, and I see it happening. And maybe the fan, they're not seeing it. But I see it every day. And, if we keep improving and we keep playing hard, I think, once we get into section play, we can surprise some people.
And how tough is it, though, with only 10? You mentioned practice, but also not going to have many JV games, if any, this year.
We don't have any JV games, no, and that's a killer. I started 3 sophomores. I started a senior that hasn't played since her freshman year. So, could have thrown some of them in, a quarter or something at JV. It's something we're fighting with. My first year here, we didn't have JV also, and it turned out okay. So, like I said, we try the best we can in practice. And as I told them, as long as they play hard, I'll live with that.
Talk about a couple of those starters tonight. Who's impressed you so far, and you expect to continue to grow?
Addie Kays is the senior, hasn't played since she's a freshman. And you'll see tonight, very athletic. Sort of still unsure what to do with the ball at times, but plays super hard. And I think she's another one. As the season goes on, we'll get better. My shooter, Ella Farrell. Both scrimmages, she shot it really well. Not so much in the first 2 games, but I'll attribute that to nerves also. So, for us to win tonight, we're going to need big games out of those 2.
Very good, Coach. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Hey, no problem. Thanks, James.
And we'll be back here in a moment. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zenoleopol or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Back here on the pregame show, talking with Shenango head coach Rick LaRocco. Coach, 2 games under your belt. I know there's a lot of newcomers on this squad from the championship team from last year. Just talk about what we saw in the Newcastle tournament, what you've seen so far.
A lot of inexperience. First game, a lot of first game jitters. We get a little panicky with the ball. Our effort is tremendous. We play hard. And we're just kind of learning, how to compete at this level. We have 10 girls. It's kind of
Back on the pregame show, get a chance to talk with Union head coach Rob Nogay. Coach, starting off the season, we knew the 17-game streak wasn't going to last for long, but talk about this non-conference schedule you guys have put together here.
Yeah, I think that's what we wanted to do. I mean, we wanted to play a competitive non-league schedule. We did that last year, and I think we've upped the game a little bit more this year. I think you have to do that in order to be successful, in order to compete. For for what it's worth, we don't see that a lot in Class A. I mean, you don't see those kind of teams, and it definitely prepares you for a playoff run. And we felt that we wanted to get after ourselves and have teams push us, and Greensburg and Upper St. Clair definitely did that for sure.
What is it that you learned in those 2 games at North Allegheny to prepare you then, and what do you want to change tonight and looking forward? What needs to change most?
Well, I think the big thing for us is we have some newcomers that are in the lineup now. We have some newcomers that are getting a lot of quality minutes for us that were on the team last year but didn't get a lot of minutes.
Good luck, Coach.
Thanks. So, they got a lot of game experience there down against Greensburg and against Upper St. Clair. And the Greensburg game was close. So we got some quality minutes for our kids in a close, tight-knit game that I think will help us out in the long run to learn from that stuff. Concentrate on not turning the ball over, concentrate on what we need to do on defense. And Upper St. Clair, again, I think we saw one of the best players in the state in Calicut. And for 3.5 quarters, we played with them. And we got after it defensively. They just were a little too much for us, but definitely learn from that and use those experiences when we get into section play for sure.
One final question. Talk about the newcomers. Talk about your senior might be hitting a career milestone here tonight in Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly's been all-around player for us. Whatever I ask Kelly to do, she does. I couldn't be happier for her. Hopefully she does get it tonight. She's played full go her whole career with us when she's been at Union. She boxes out. She plays on the offensive end. She plays on the defensive end. She does the little things to be successful, and I couldn't be happier for her.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Now we'll pause to the playing of our national anthem. Tip-off just a couple of moments away here from Bill McNeese Gymnasium. They're going to have the starting lineups. Their starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Doran Concrete, laying the foundation for your team. When it comes to your residential or commercial concrete services, you need a team you can rely on. Call on Doran Construction for your free estimate today. Here are your Union Scotty starting lineup. You can see it on the screen as well. And let's talk a little bit about what you're going to see. Obviously, 3 new starters in there, but it's all going to run through the point guard and the point forward in Frustorfer and Cleaver.
Yeah, no question. I mean, obviously, that was a great senior class that they had last year. And, the challenge for them, is obviously just to get the chemistry back. And it's, obviously Kelly Cleaver and Kylie Frustorfer, 2 incredibly experienced players, but still, you're still looking at a different rotation, a different cast of characters other than those 2. So it's just going to be a matter of working out some kinks and, getting that chemistry for this team.
Yeah, let's turn it over to our PA announcer, Mr. Augustine, for the starting lineups for Shenango.
Hector, number 3, a sophomore, Gianna Christopher. Number 15, a sophomore, Ella Barrow. At forward, number 11, a sophomore, Zoe Offie. At guard, number 22, a senior, Addie Page. And forward, number 21, a senior, Amora DeFrank.
There's your Shenango Wildcats starting lineup under Coach Ricky LaRocco, and you heard him talk about it. He's used to not having JV games. Didn't have it one year, had them last year. Yeah. And now he's right back to square one again. Just talk about keys for their season, not just tonight, but keys for the season for Shenango.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, we're seeing that, unfortunately, kind of more and more on the girls' side of things with the no JV. It certainly impacts you because you don't have, obviously the girls that don't get as much playing time, they're going an entire season without seeing much game action. But I think this, obviously this bunch, they have some talent. They're just young. They're just inexperienced. So they're just, the focus has to be on getting better and better and better as the season goes along.
There's your keys to the season, brought to you by Works in Progress Paint Services, and the opening tip controlled by Kelly Cleaver and the Scotties. They're in the road blues, and an immediate turnover right off the bat as it went through Bella Cameron's hands and out of bounds. And here we'll see the Union pressure right away against the young team. It is the first-year senior Addie Kays bringing it across the timeline. This pass deflected, stolen away by Frustor from head to Miera Gunn. The sophomore lays it in for the first points of the day.
Yeah, this is obviously going to be the issue for Shenango in this game. Is this pressure is unbelievable, and you can certainly see what Union's planning on doing here with their pressure.
Your officials tonight, by the way, are Matt Stebbins, Cornell Charles, and Bob Kerr.
Some coaching chops in the ranks of the officials tonight.
Absolutely. Downloaded to Frank, trying to back her way in. Knocked away by Frusdorfer, able to get it out to Farrell, though. Another deflected pass. Active hands is what you see with this Union defense.
Yeah, that was a very nice job breaking that pressure by Shenango that time, though.
Trying to back her way in now is DeFrank. Really the only player on the court that had consistent minutes throughout the course of last season. Driving in is Kays. Good bounce pass down low. Working around the offense, Zoe Yaffe losing it. Able to corral it, though, is DeFrank to maintain possession. Less than a minute in here at Bill McNeese Gymnasium.
This is the pace, certainly, that Shenango wants, right? They want long possessions.
But then stepping in front of it is Mia Pruz, and she's going to go with the left hand off the window and in.
Yeah, Pruz just kind of that Swiss Army knife, can do so many things.
And then a turnover on the inbounds as Kays. You heard Coach talk about it, of maybe sometimes being not sure what to do, stepped over the end line.
Yeah, you can't. Obviously, you're going to turn the ball over enough against Union's pressure. You don't want to do that.
Right off the inbounds, Kylie Frusdorfer short on the three-point attempt, out of bounds. Possession will go over to Shenango.
Yeah, I mean, Shenango, again, they're doing a lot of things right here against this, other than stepping out of bounds or stepping on the end line.
A little 1-2-2 press, it looks like, and able to break it. Again, good motion in the backcourt, but Pruz gets her second steal, and then a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. I mean, talk about, first off, how you break that press, but even more importantly, how do you break it when you have a 6-foot athletic person at the top?
And that's the problem, right, is, it's very difficult to dribble through, and it's obviously very difficult to throw it up over the top because of Cleaver's size and the quickness. So they're doing a good job going sideline middle, which I think is what you want to do, James, but still awfully tough.
Right wing three ball on the way for Frusdorfer. Short, no good. Long rebound's going to go all the way out of bounds. So 0 for 2 from downtown. Kylie Frusdorfer, I mean, she was averaging over 15 a game last year. Struggling in the early going, but look at the opposition they played.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's no doubt about it.
Cleaver reaching in, nearly gets a steal. Good job to fight through it by Kays. Gets it up to Offie. She stops on the elbow. Her shot short, no good, and Pruz will track down the rebound.
And, obviously a shot is better than a turnover, and Shenango finally got a shot off.
Frusdorfer finds the trailer. Now down low to Miera Gunn, going across the lane, looking for Cleaver. Kelly Cleaver, by the way, we alluded to it. She is 12 points away from the 1,000-point career scoring mark.
That's awesome, yeah.
Gunn gets to the corner. Bella Cameron, the sharpshooter for three. Short, no good. And a good box out there to get the rebound there by Offie.
Yeah, this 2-3 zone has given Union some trouble.
15-footer on the other end. Ella Farrell a little short, and it's going to go out of bounds. Team rebound over to the Scotties, leading 4-0.
Again, the one possession where we saw it, James, where they broke the pressure and they ran that dribble drive offense and took, 30 or 40 seconds off the clock. And then they're playing this 2-3 zone, forcing outside shots by Union. I mean, this is exactly what Shenango wants if they can handle the pressure.
And now they're mixing it up right into a 3-2 zone just to switch it up. Cameron into the corner for Gunn. To the high post. Cleaver, double team, triple team. You can tell they want to get it out of her hands immediately.
That's why they're playing that, right.
Gunn on the wing. Again into the corner. Cameron. Good pass down low. Pruz backing her way in. Bounce pass across the lane, and Frusdorfer got hammered. She'll have to earn it at the line. But good ball movement again. A good pass across the post.
Yeah, really good pass, right. It went corner to post, and then you had a diver from the opposite wing, and Shenango just a little bit late on that drop. That's that backside wings drop in that 3-2 zone, and they were just a little bit tardy, and Union draws a foul.
First free throw off the mark, no good. Score remains 4-0. And it's 1A defending district and state champion against 2A defending district champion. And Frusdorfer 0 for 2 from the line. I don't think we saw that maybe all of last year.
Yeah, how about that?
She nearly gets the poke away from behind. Again, good effort to keep it alive. And now a collision between Pruz and Frusdorfer.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! We're going to have a Ponch's Insurance timeout called by Shenango. That was their 5th turnover here of the first quarter. Call Dan Ponch's, Jessica Dix, or Tracy Giddings to get started today. Make sure you take the timeout and save money on your insurance. A frenetic pace here in the first 3 minutes for sure. I think both teams trying to settle their way in.
Yeah. Yeah, no question. I mean, Union obviously wants it to be a frenetic pace. And, they are, into that press, and they're forcing some turnovers. But what has to be frustrating for Coach Nogue, you can see he's kind of giving it to them over there in the timeout huddle is, you want to turn these turnovers into points. And that's the one thing they haven't done is I have them already, James, for 6 turnovers, Shenango. But only 2 points, only one of the 2 baskets that Union has scored has been off of a turnover. So not really the start Union wants. Shenango, obviously, they're just trying to get shots up.
Good inside-out play here between Farrell and DeFrank. Pass down low to Frank, partially blocked by both Cameron and Cleaver, and Frank's the last one to touch it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's Cleaver just being really smart on defense, right? A lot of players would, hip check there, or they would jump and try to block a shot, and they get called for a foul. Cleaver hands straight up, blocked the shot, no foul.
Cleaver in the high post, swings it over to Cameron wide open. Extra pass, good ball movement, and Cleaver able to get it to the high post again. Lose it on the way up, off her own leg and out of bounds for a Union turnover. If you're Cleaver, I mean, it's great defense, suffocating. Good ball movement to the first time, but it's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, good ball movement, but again, Shenango making the slides. They are well prepared here, no doubt about it. And there's turnover number 7. That's the bad news. The good news is it's only 4-0.
Frusdorfer will take the inbound. Goes straight to Cleaver. Cleaver, who at one point was shooting over 80% from beyond the arc early in the season last year. No good on the 3 ball here from Miera Gunn. 0 for 4 from downtown are the Scotties in the opening 4 minutes.
Yeah, okay, you can hear Coach LaRocco calling it out. Take some time off here.
K's drive. They play catch her and DeFrank, and this pass is going to go into the bench, but it was assisted with a foul on the arm. It's going to be Pruz picking up her first. And how do you like the new system matching the college system with the 5 fouls per quarter now?
Yeah, I mean, I always liked the 1-on-1. I thought it added some great drama to a game, but it should be interesting. It seems like a lot of people like it.
Good handoff and a reverse layup trying to go over Cleaver was Addie Kays. Can't get it to go, but saves it from going out of bounds. And then ball on the court, still fighting for it. DeFrank pokes it away. There's the hustle.
Yeah, there's that effort that Coach LaRocco was talking about in the pregame interview.
Handoff to DeFrank. We're getting a moving screen. That's going to be a turnover number 8 as Offie didn't get set.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You could kind of see Coach LaRocco saying to the official, why are you calling that? But it's because it threw the defender off of the, it affected the play. That's why he called it. It was a good call.
That's your Medora Bonner Law change in possession. Visit Medora Bonner Law and see how they can help serve you. Cleaver, double, triple, quadruple teamed, kicked it back out, and that's what needs to happen. Bella Cameron draining the 3.
Yeah, that's what's going to bust the zone right there, right?
And then a steal on the inbounds pass. Gunn, no good, though, on the shot. And Frusdorfer, can she save it? Yes. Or no, it is white ball. Sorry, she was the last to touch it out of bounds.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, you can see what can happen with this pressure is that, they can just score in a hurry, in a flurry, which is why Shenango has to find a way to get some shots up and make a couple.
And we're going to have another foul as Pruz reached in. That'll be 2 quick ones on her.
Yeah, I really like the way Addie Kays plays, James. She goes right at. She does a nice job cutting down angles, and she's going to draw a lot of fouls this year, just like that, kind of, going to the right spot with the dribble.
And our first substitutes in for the Scotties. Saw Addie Nogue come in just a moment ago. Now Ireland Fisher, the freshman, she'll be our newbie of the game, though I think we should give the newbie of the game award to basically the entire Shenango team, as this one's on the end line. 10 turnovers in the first 5 minutes of play.
Yeah, I mean, again, the bad news, or that's obviously the bad news. You got to figure that out. But the good news is you're still in this basketball game, but it's going to be awfully tough to get in it if you have more turnovers than shots attempted.
Staying in that 3-2, trying to pack it into the high post. Cleaver to turn around, back iron, no good. I think it's the first shot Cleaver's really had a chance to take.
Yeah, really, no doubt. It's the first time she hasn't been double or triple teamed as soon as she touched the ball.
Well, she was. It just, she almost rushed the shot to make sure it didn't happen.
Right.
To the far side, Kays, pass down low, extra pass across the lane to DeFrank. Out to Farrell for 3. Back iron, no good. DeFrank skying for the rebound, knocked away from her by Ireland Fisher.
Yeah, that's a good look. Really, the first good look they've had all game.
And in transition, there's Cleaver's first bucket of the contest. Makes it a 9-0 Union advantage.
Shenango handling the pressure pretty well there in the backcourt.
And we're going to have a reaching in too much, almost reaching over the top of Addie Kays' Fruistor for a little too aggressive. 3 team fouls apiece now here in the opening quarter.
Right. You can see Coach Snoke just kind of looking at her like, what are you doing? You know, it's, you know, knock that ball away and then just get right back in defensive position instead of jumping on top. That's almost always a foul.
Junior Elena Edwards in for the Shenango Wildcats now. Addie Kays, again, glad to have her back. Saw her do some great stuff on the volleyball court. Now back to play senior year basketball. Great look there on the backdoor cut to the Frank, but just a little bit too hot to handle.
Yeah, you can see there, Shenango's running a lot of great sets. They really are. Some good screens, some good pop-outs. It's just everything's so rushed. It's difficult to make shots under that kind of duress.
And that's part being young, and that's part also being a brand new team, basically, in terms of being on varsity play. Another good backdoor cut. Cleaver gets the assist, and we're going to get a reach and foul again against Fruisdorfer. That's her second.
Yeah, part of that's playing a team as good as Union, too. It's good at pressing as Union, right?
Kelly Cleaver's second assist of the game. And by the way, we talk about the things that she can do. She literally ran the point guard position in that WPL championship game. Let's talk about how impressive that was. Coach Nogue said they hadn't done that all year long.
Right.
They were trailing at halftime and made that switch.
Yeah, I mean, that's great coaching by Coach Nogue, and it's, you know, obviously just shows the skill level of Kelly Cleaver.
Said they hadn't done it all year. They hadn't even practiced it all year. There's another inside out from Cleaver to Cameron. This one slipped out of the hand on the way up. Ball on the floor. Nogue's going to get the rebound momentarily, but then stolen away in the backcourt. And Nogue, she was able to get it back again, but she was standing on the sideline as she did.
You know, what's funny is you say, you know, they haven't practiced it specifically all year, but that's, you know, that's Kelly Cleaver preparing herself for that moment with all of her hard work, kind of her whole life, right? Her whole career. Yep.
Miera Gunn poked it away. That's going to be no over and back because it was knocked into the backcourt. Over to Farrell. She pumps, being guarded by Nogue, and she's going to get fouled on the way up, and a chance for Shenango to get their first points here at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's team foul number 5 on Union, but that's right, the first shooting foul. So all the other fouls have been, you know, 50, 60 feet away from the basket. So a really nice take there by Ella Farrell.
It's a reminder that this is now bonus the rest of the way, and they're all 2-shot fouls. And I do like that it mimics, especially on the women's side, it does mimic the women's college game.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, no doubt. And it seems like the women's college game, there's most of the coaches and players are fans of that change.
Both free throws good for Ella Farrell. First points on the board, and now the Cats going to get into a bit of a full court pressure.
Yeah, you know.
And Coach Nogue.
Yeah, all right. That's a victory for Shenango.
Yeah, Coach Nogue calls that 30-second Pontius Insurance timeout. Gives a chance to give a shout-out to our friends at the Newcastle Transit Authority. They're going your way. Gas prices continuing to rise. Save money on gas. Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Newcastle Transit Authority. Remember, senior citizens ride for free. With Chris Birch alongside, I'm James Dotson. Been a entertaining beginning to this game, and again, to this season, more than anything for both schools.
Yeah, no doubt. And this game is, you know, very much what we kind of expected. You have just a dynamic, experienced, veteran, defending state champion Union team, and just a tough, scrappy Shenango team with almost an entirely new roster from a season ago where they won the WPIAL championship. But both coaches kind of happy with some of the things they saw, and unhappy that things aren't going a little better. Coach LaRocco going man here, James.
I love that they're switching it up, though.
Yeah.
And it is Kelly Cleaver running that point forward position. She drives, dishes it off. 15-footer from Miera Gunn, rattles home.
Yeah, Miera Gunn, you can tell she's going to be a good one. Just a sophomore.
Her second basket makes it a 13-2 advantage. Farrell able to get across the timeline for Shenango. Finds the open down low. Good find. Zoe Offey makes the first basket of the game for Shenango.
Yeah, was that Ella Farrell with that great pass? Yeah, that was terrific.
Breaking the press now, though, is Union up to Miera Gunn, and she's hacked on the way up. She'll go to the free throw line, Will Gunn. It's a little up and down pace.
Yeah, a little up and down.
I think both coaches may be realizing it was a little slow in the early going. Let's amp it up, right,
well,
Coach?
I mean, I think sometimes with, like Coach LaRocco, I mentioned a few times how they wanted to take some time off the clock and, after they beat the press and then the zone. But you can almost see here, I think that Shenango's going to have a lot more success maybe, pressing the pressing team and, also just attacking the basket and seeing if they can't get good shots. They've kind of changed the momentum of the game doing that here.
Miera Gunn rattles in and out. So 0 for 4 from the line are the Scotties here in the first quarter. Farrell steps inside the arc, a little 15-footer, nothing but net.
Yeah, all right, Shenango really playing well here after a slow start.
Gunn will bring it across the timeline, down to 25 seconds remaining. We'll see if Union elects for the final shot, but Gunn sees an opening. She goes right to the hoop, and she's going to get another set of free throws. Just good recognition by the sophomore.
Yeah, no, I really like her game. Obviously didn't see a whole lot of her last season in those playoff games I covered with you, but yeah, she's just she's got that old line that we used to talk about with players, basketball savvy. She's got some savvy. She knows what she's doing out there.
Yeah, Union really only went 7 or 8 deep throughout the course of the year. Elise Booker missed the entire senior season, and she was an all-state player.
Right. How about that?
I mean,
it's unbelievable.
Can you imagine if she had been playing all season? Both free throws good this time.
There are some hoopers. There are some hoopers in Union Township of Newcastle.
The other three were Kendall Pruse, Kayla Frustorfer, younger sister still on the team, and Zoe Lepre, the 4 graduating seniors for the Scotties, as Cleaver's going to get a steal, and she's going to go right to the rack and get her second basket of the game.
Yeah, it's really difficult to just split the top and throw it back and forth against Cleaver.
Nogue will get the steal after the buzzer, but that's the end of the first quarter. A 17-6 Union Scotties lead at the end of one. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Quarter number 2 coming your way here from the Bill McNeese Gymnasium. 17-6 lead for the Scotties, but a lot of good things to go for Shenango. I know that 13 number doesn't look great, but a lot of greats in that first quarter.
Yeah, no question. Right there. Remember, again, they're playing an elite team here in this Union team with, pretty much an entirely new roster. And they really look well coached.
And Union forced, I think it was 23 turnovers per game last year, so not terribly surprising that they're picking up right where they left off. Yeah. And we're going to get the first foul of the second quarter. And again, this would mean free throws last year, but it's a fresh set of fouls here in the second.
Right. Great exchange over there. Addie Nogue trying to explain to Coach Nogue why she fouled there, and I don't think Coach bought it, but a little smile at the end there of the explanation.
From which, dad or daughter?
Dad, yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. Did you say Rob smiled?
Yeah, I did. I caught him.
Wow. You hear that, Union students? Yes, it does happen. Pass towards the corner. Good job to get it to Farrell, and then pass down low, inside out. Good ball movement to get the open shot. The extra pass, but the shot will not fall.
That's all good stuff, right? That's stuff. They're going to make that shot later in the year.
Cleaver now in transition, steps inside the arc, kind of lost her footing. Shot no good. Olivia Benedict gets the offensive rebound. Again, extra pass now on the Union side for a gun 3, back iron, no good. Cleaver playing volleyball, able to track it down.
Yeah. Looks like she was playing against her little sisters there, right?
She thought about a three. A couple groans from the Union fans here around us. They wanted to shoot it. Bella Cameron will take one from the corner again and splash her second of the night.
See, she knew what she was doing.
Cameron leading the way now with 8 on the evening, her 5th three-pointer of the young season. And that's going to be a carry that kind of caught on the hip of Addie Kays.
Yeah, that's that looks like an unforced turnover, but Kelly Cleaver forced that turnover, with the long arms reaching in there and kind of knocking that away. Yeah, Shenango coming back out in that 3-2 here to start the quarter, James, in the first half-court set for Union.
Goes to the high post. Benedict, pump fake, double team, and she's fouled on the way up. And there's just another new wrinkle to Union this year. Last year that would have been the Zoe Lepre role. Now it's Libby Benedict stepping into that.
Yeah, she made a nice move. Made herself, kind of gave that good target on the inside, got the nice post pass, nice footwork, and went up strong and drew the foul.
First free throw back iron, no good. Benedict, a 5'9" sophomore. Now we're going to see here, you got to keep an eye on this because Frustorfer, Pruz, and Nogue each with 2 fouls. Pruz checking back in right now for the Scotties. We'll see how Coach Nogue manages those minutes. Benedict able to split the pair here. 21-6 lead for the Scotties.
What Shenango needs to do is something that's, they haven't done yet, and that is back-to-back baskets and a stop.
Kays kicks it to the corner. McKenna Emmerich in for the first time. The other senior on this roster. She takes the long 3, no good. Pruz will get the rebound. Up to Cleaver. Cleaver looking to drive in, pass across the lane, and a nice one to get it to Gunn. Her turnaround shot, no good. Rebound corralled there by Kays. Kays lost it, got it back, off the window, rattles home.
Yeah, Kays, that was a Union player that kind of tipped that away, so that was why the no call.
Cleaver for 3, back iron, no good, and rebound there taken by Farrell.
Well, Farrell was thinking just a drive in there, made the good decision to get it back to the point guard, Addie Case.
Yeah, good patience. Really, again, it's tough to say when you're losing 21-8.
Right.
They've done a lot of
they've
things
done a
correct.
lot of really good things. Yeah, you can tell they're really well coached.
Get it back out to Emmerich. 2 seniors playing catch. As soon as I say that, it's knocked away. Frustorfer gets the steal. She goes coast to coast. Pump fake on the pass, went up for the shot, couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, in other words, James, they're doing just about everything right. It's just they're obviously having trouble finding the bottom of the net.
Kays, double dribble.
Yeah, that's another one that was, forced by that Union, just that tenacious pressure. You had, Kelly Cleaver and Gunn up top there on that trap. It's a little bit of that panic that Coach Larocco was talking about in the pregame interview.
Gunn into the corner. Benedict, skip pass over to Prue. She pumps, she drives, she lays it off the window and in.
Yeah, that's again that just kind of being a little bit tardy in that backside drop from the weak side wing in that 3-2 zone.
That's one of the toughest things to learn when you're playing a zone, especially if you haven't been playing a lot in real time. You heard Coach talk about it. You only got 10 players out there.
Right. Who are you going to practice against? The coaches can maybe go out there and zip the ball around.
You saying Coach Bobby Nattell can't go and practice against them? He doesn't have the speed anymore? What are you talking about? Speaking of that, how about our producer, his son Rob Nattell? Happy birthday, Rob. Dad, of course, played it over the loudspeaker when we got here. The happy birthday tune. Kelly Cleaver, little 10-footer. Good pump and drive there. That mid-range game was lethal in that state championship run last year, wasn't it, Chris?
That's what she did, right. That's what she did so well.
She's got 6. Needs 6 more to hit the 1,000-point mark. She gets the steal here. She goes past it across the lane. How about the unselfishness? So it's missed by Pruz, and she'll have a chance to go to the line, and she's laughing about it. She can't believe that one didn't fall.
Yeah, and that's, again, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but, you got to, an all-everything player in Kelly Cleaver like that, approaching that 1,000-point mark. And, again, this is why the players at Union love playing with her. Sometimes star players, tough to coach, tough to play with, right? Kelly Cleaver is not either of those things. Great to coach, coach's dream, and her teammates love playing with her.
Able to split the pair there is Prue. She's got 5.
Into the Wildcat lineup, number 14.
And we'll see Naira Thomas, the sophomore, in for the first time as well. So I like this too. Coach LaRocco getting all 10 involved.
Yeah, I like that too.
I believe that is 8 of the 10 on the roster who have checked into the contest so far. Working around the perimeter. Pump fake there from Farrell, able to get it back out to the Frank. Play and catch. You can hear Coach Nogue all the way up here, especially with 2 fouls, saying, don't reach.
That's the one thing, sure, he's frustrated about is just kind of the unnecessary fouling in that press.
To Frank between the circles. Over to Farrell, and that's going to be another double dribble. And again, you can tell the hesitantness, the indecisiveness.
Yeah. And some of that's from their inexperience, but also some of that is just how well Union plays this zone, and they switch it up, mid-possession with the traps, and very difficult to deal with.
Back to the 3-2 zone here, over to the right wing. Cleaver already shot 1 3, passes on it this time. Good inside out to get it to Benedict. Back to Frustor for open for 3.
There we go. You knew she was due. That wasn't going to be long before she knocked one of those down.
Oh, that's her first points of the night, though.
I know. Yeah, I know.
3 minutes left.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
So all 5 starters now in the scoring column for the Scotties. Well, 15-footer from Farrell, a shot off the mark, backside rebound, fighting for it on that far side is number 23. I don't have a 23 on my roster for Shenango. That might be number 33, Summer Doherty. We'll have to confirm that here at the halftime break. Apologies there. Prue's wide open, cutting to the hoop. Good find from Cleaver. Good closeout defensively, though, by Shenango. Now back over to Kelly on the left wing. She pumps. She tries to drive against DeFrank. Backs her way in. Step back and puts it in.
Yeah, you can't defend that. There's no defense against that. She's either going to make it or she's going to miss it, right? I mean, she just backs you down, and then that little step back coming from the, a 6-footer, tough to guard.
Union started the game on an 11-0 run. They're on a 10-0 run now. 8 points on the night for Cleaver as this 3-pointer off the mark from Kays. Cleaver with the rebound.
That was a nice little quick hitter against Union zone. Just didn't make the shot.
Cleaver to the baseline. Kicks it back up top of the key. Frustorfer looking for her second. Back iron no good. And rebound there, trying to keep the pivot foot, and she did. Good job, Naira Thomas.
Yeah, what a great job again, Shenango boxing out. You can tell that was one of their focuses in this play, in this zone against Union.
Boxing out, so crucial and so difficult. I don't know why it is so difficult to teach. You're the one to ask that, Coach.
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult to get players to do that?
I mean, I think that it's a difficult skill. Like, in other words, it's not just about, I think back in the olden days, it's about toughness and all that, but you also have to have the right footwork. You have to have, you have to identify which player, when you're playing zone, which one should I box out so that my teammate can box out the next person. And, you can tell Shenango works on that.
Cleaver, pump fake, drives in, finds Ireland Fisher in the high post, kicks it back out to a Frustor for 3, in and out again, no good. Ireland Fisher skying up for the rebounds, the freshman, but it's on the end line.
Yeah. You can tell Fisher is, 5'8" freshman, but just kind of has that look that she's going to be a heck of a basketball player.
Well, Coach Doug Fisher of the two-time defending Wpial softball team and state runner-ups.
Okay.
They only lost 2 seniors. They only lost 1 starting senior last year. Very possible Ireland might be the one jumping into that starting role.
Yeah.
Talk about the athletic nature of this Scotties program. All the programs right now.
It's amazing. It's amazing and it's great.
Skip pass goes through the hands and out of bounds. Turnover with 45 seconds remaining here in the first half, and you're going to see Nogue check back in. And also see Elena Edwards check back in for Shenango. Yeah, so volleyball at one point, I think they went 30 straight section matches without a loss. They've made playoffs 5 years in a row, most they've ever done. The basketball team, we talk about their success. The softball team, back-to-back district championships, and now a state title run. Right back to Frusdorfer. She's not afraid to shoot it. No good on the shot, but Cleaver with the rebound, the put back, and the friendly touch, and she's now just one more basket away from hitting that 1,000-point mark.
Yeah, great footwork there to kind of get her way in between three players, and a nice little shot.
Pass down low. Cleaver got her hands on it. It will go out of bounds with 4 seconds remaining.
4 seconds here. Let's see what Shenango runs here. Some kind of quick hitter.
Good backdoor cut. Couldn't find the first attempt. Kay's a long jumper, no good. Put back attempt to Frank, no good. And that's how the first half will come to a close. Union closing it out on a 12-0 run and take a 33-8 advantage to the locker room. We're going to take a trip to a commercial break. We'll be back in a moment here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapies. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Nuvi, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measel will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
It's your LGKG halftime show here from Bill McNeese Gymnasium. Your insurance company not always on your side, but the law offices of Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George are. You can visit them online, lgkg.com, for your free consultation. A 33-8 halftime score here at Bill McNeese Gymnasium, and Union's already had their consultation with their coaches. They're back out shooting the ball to get ready for the second half. Chris Birch alongside. Yeah. Hey, talk us through this first half.
Well, I mean, again, you know, obviously Union is they have one goal in mind, and that is to make Shenango play at a pace as fast as possible. They are pressing them basically baseline to baseline, and Shenango obviously turning the basketball over quite a bit against that Union press. But again, like you and I have talked about, Shenango's doing some good things. They're in the right spots. Just sometimes Union's talent, their quickness, their experience has caused some turnovers. And Union, they're offensively they're doing their thing. I give certainly Shenango some credit. This kind of switching it back and forth between a 2-3 zone, a 3-2 zone, and man, giving Union some fits. But still obviously a 25-point lead for the Scotties, and they are every bit as impressive as we think they are, and they are all that they are billed. And again, I still think it's fun to watch, isn't it? And I know you know these players because you teach there. It's fun to watch. Yeah, you got Cleaver's back, Frustorfer's back. Some of the pieces in the as far as coming off the bench on that state championship team are back, but the chemistry of this team is different and new, and it's fun to kind of watch them work through it.
And we didn't talk about that much, Purdue, but you had a lot of those seniors last year who were 3 or 4 year starters, so they were used to playing with each other over the course of that long span with Coach Nogue. So yeah, the chemistry is a good piece to look at, because it is, again, just like Shenango, it's different being in practice versus at the game. Yeah, no question about it. I mean, in other words, those seniors, their star was Cleaver, and that was the chemistry of that team. But now obviously Cleaver's back. She's playing with mostly new players other than Frustorfer. So yeah, but it's fun to watch it, and obviously as a coach, I've been in this situation. When you have kind of your star player, be unselfish, easy to play with, a good leader, all of those things, usually chemistry is not a problem. And you look at this Union club, that's exactly the case with them. They're going to have a great season, and they're going to have a lot of fun because the chemistry's great. It was a gem of a first half. Let's take a look at your scoring recap from the first half, brought to you by Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen. You can visit them online, gembuilders.com, for more information. Family-owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations. And you mentioned doing it all. Cleaver, 10 points, leads all scorers. She also has 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a couple of steals to go along with that first half tally. Next is 8 points for Bella Cameron on a couple of threes. Miera Gunn with 6 points, 5 for Mia Pruz, and 3 for Kylie Frustorfer. For Shenango, 4 points for Ella Farrell, a field goal and a pair of free throws, and then a bucket each for Zoe Offey and Addie Kays. The number to watch, though, 21 turnovers. Again, it's a number that I don't want to say is irrelevant, because it's about being the good turnovers. And really, of those 21 turnovers, I'd say maybe 7 or 8 are the bad ones. The double dribbles and that kind of thing.
That's a great point. Yeah, no question, right. There were certainly some unforced ones, certainly some ones where it was just Union being that good. But, yeah, you're right. They have to kind of cut down and work on cutting down, on the turnovers that are not necessary. If you're going to compete with a team of Union's caliber that likes to play the way Union does, you cannot have unforced turnovers.
We're going to step aside here real quick, and we'll come back with the second half when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Jackson Shodel of Mohawk Cross Country as the November LGKG Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month. Jackson became the first cross-country runner in Mohawk history to win the state championship and the first individual male state champion at Mohawk since 1969. Congratulations and best of luck to Mohawk's Jackson Shodel, your LGKG Athlete of the Month. Congratulations to our November LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor the Mohawk football team as November's LCAP Team of the Month after making it to the WPIAL semifinals for the first time in program history. Congratulations to Coach Tim McCutcheon and the Mohawk Warrior football team, our November LCAP Team of the Month. We didn't get a chance to talk about our official keys to the game in this one. They're brought to you, again, by Works in Progress Paint Services. Talk about Shenango keeping up the momentum from previous years and from the win on Saturday. Again, we've seen some good things over the course of the game. And for Union, I love this one, the SOS, that strength of schedule. This is probably going to be the, you hate to say it, the easiest game that they're going to have on their preseason schedule before section play begins, but I just love when a coach has a chance to schedule these games, taking advantage of it.
No question. Going, again, you go into, into the greater Pittsburgh area and you play 5 and 6A teams like they did over the weekend. You're bound to get better.
Anywhere.
Upper St. Clair, great team, great player, and Union went out there and challenged themselves, and they hung right in there until Upper St. Clair finally pulled away. So. Again, a great job by Coach Nogue scheduling those games with this team.
So starting our second half, a quick jumper, no good, and a putback attempt from Zoe Offie. And that's, I think, probably exactly what Coach LaRocca was saying in the locker room. Hey, let's control the ball. Let's get a couple of shots, see if we can get some second chances.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, James, with, the right kind of team, what you'd want to try to do to this Union team is break their press, slow the game down, and win a game 35-30. But the problem is Union is so good at pressing and they have so many offensive weapons. That's awfully tough to do.
Offie misfires on the first. That foul, by the way, against Miera Gunn for her first. Second free throw is no good, and Pruz will get the rebound. And again, the next basket will be a historic one for Kelly Cleaver. Next one gets her to 1,000 points, and we're going to have a held ball. Possession will stay with the Scotties.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, James, they're really making their slides. Shenango is doing a great job making the slides in that zone. Good little tie-up right there.
Frustorfer gets the return pass in the corner. 3 ball off the mark, no good. 1 for 5 from downtown to start the game here for Frustorfer.
A lot of them have been under duress. Again, Shenango's done a good job closing out and kind of getting out on her. They've all been good shots, but kind of good closeouts by Shenango, causing some of that.
Jada Christopher now between the circles, working around the perimeter against the Union 2-3 zone. 3-2 zone, actually, as this one's going to be stolen away by Bella Cameron.
Yeah, that's one of those turnovers that you talked about at halftime there. You just can't have it.
Jumper too strong, but a backside offensive rebound for Pruz. Kicks it out to Cleaver. Why not? For the record, not for the record, but for 1,000. There it is. Kelly Cleaver says, I've done it inside, but I want to get the 3 ball to get the 1,000th career point. She said it with a smile.
Yeah, it's great stuff. That's one of those outstanding accomplishments for a player. Also just a great accomplishment for the team, certainly, and with a player like her, everybody's certainly feeling like they are a part of it, and so great stuff. Yeah, see Coach LaRocco coming over to give congratulations. Classy move there.
And you know what, this I know means something a little bit extra to Kelly because she began her career, her freshman year, here at Shenango.
Okay.
So to do it here on her old home court, essentially, is something a little extra special, I know, as well for her.
Pretty cool. Yeah, the last season I coached two players, Clara Hanna, Becca Sanum, around 1,000 points. In the same season, and it's definitely a team celebration, and you can see it's going to be a kind of a fun night for Union here after that. Union staying in that 3-2, James.
They're going to stay in it. That was their bread and butter all last year on that state championship run. Deflected hand. Active hands to deflect the pass from Cameron, and that leads to a turnover. And that's one, again, that's more of a forced turnover than it is the
right. Well, I mean, they're running their zone offense, kind of that pattern where they you pass and replace, And the girl that replaced was open, but she tried to force it 2 passes away, made it easy for Union to get their hands on it.
Cameron in the corner, 3 ball on the way, short, no good. Rebound there from Zoe Offey. Going back to that 3-pointer that set the record. You could see she like paused and thought about it for a second, didn't she?
Well, no, it's like, well, if nobody's going to guard me, all right, I guess I'll shoot it.
Another turnover. Bella Cameron, the active hands here to start this second half. Gets the ball back over to Frustorfer. Shooters keep on shooting, and that's why.
Yeah. A great ball movement, just that ball zipping around. That's why. Kind of passed it to her, kind of hit her in a rhythm there.
Pass into the corner. Working with there is DeFrank. Return pass to Farrell. She hasn't had many opportunities from behind the arc. She finally does and drains it.
Yeah, that's a really nice quick hitter right there. That's a couple of times they've run that. I love that play.
That's her spot. It feels like her in the early going of her season.
Yeah, if I was coaching, I'd be writing that one down to go put it in practice tonight. You know, that's a point guard passes to the wing, pop to the corner, dive to the block, back to the point guard, back to the corner, bang. Did you follow all that?
Yeah, sounds good. Kelly Cleavers checks out of the lineup as the second free throw up and good. 40-11. Here's your score, and I believe should now have a running clock.
Yep.
We did catch that 30-point differential, so we should have a running clock here the rest of the way. Emmerich passes it back over to Addie Kays, who will set back up the offense. Kays out there now with Farrell, Emmerich. DeFrank, the attempted pass to get it to her down low was deflected and intercepted. Benedict, who got her hands on it, she gets the pass down on the block, kicks it back out. Extra pass over to Gunn. She steps inside the arc. Her 15-footer rolls around but does not fall down, and we'll have a held ball possession arrow in favor of Shenango.
Yeah, you can see this really good execution on both ends of the floor against this, against each other's zones. But one thing both teams are doing well, I think, James, is you get one shot, right? I mean, both teams are doing a really good job, just one shot.
Lena Edwards on the right wing, working around the perimeter. That's now Naira Thomas. To Emmerich. Again, this young team. It's only going to get better with time and with, again, game situations that you cannot simulate during those practices.
Right.
DeFrank tries to drive baseline. Nogue got her hands on it, but it fell right into the hands of Doherty, and it's going to be knocked away. Pass down low from Frustorfer to Nogue. A little bit too far under the hoop. Back out to Gunn. Her shot no good. Put back from Cruz is good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, again, she missed the shot there, but there we see it. Mira Gunn just always seems to be in the right spot to get the shot.
DeFrank in the corner, thought about a three, and we're going to have a moving screen, it looks like, against Shenango.
Yeah, just some jostling in the post, and looked like Doherty got frustrated, kind of pushed with the hands. Can't do that.
And again, the conversation from Coach LaRocco of, really, you called that?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
She basically went flying across the paint.
I don't think Coach LaRocco saw what he did. She did, though. Yeah, that was a clear one.
Benedict kicks it back out to Frustorfer. She probably got away with a carry. Back down low to Mia Pruz. She's going to take one from beyond the arc, misses everything, and out of bounds. Last touch by Nogue of Union. And the clock is stopping at 3:10. It should be moving, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't have stopped anyway, right? Oh, yeah, it did, because it went out of bounds, sure.
But we should have a running.
Yeah, it should have a running clock, right. I know.
Hey, it's non-section. We'll give Mr. Benson a break down there.
All the Steeler fans in the audience are probably going to start hooting at him if he keeps stopping the clock.
Oh, did you hear about the high school football game down in Texas where they were stopping the clock on kneel downs and it ended up costing a team a game?
Oh, my. Wow. Well, there you go.
Hey, it happens. Hey, you know what? Yep, I don't think they ever got the official signal. That's what Benson was just talking about there. It looks like we got on the same page.
Yeah, that's officially it's not the scorekeeper's job, but usually most of them do it anyway, right?
Frusdorfer tracks this one down. She'll bring it across the timeline. Good inside-out play. Benedict to Frusdorfer. In and out, no good. But Benedict, how about that? Jumping in there with Zelena Edwards. Or excuse me, that was not Edwards. It was number 14, Ayara Thomas, fighting to grab that rebound.
One of the things that makes Frusdorfer special as a shooter is you never see like frustration over a miss affect the next shot. All the great ones seem to have that ability.
And now they do have the clock running. Good screen for the screener right there, Chris Birch.
Yep, screen up, screen across, roll back. And that's what they got. They got the roll back there. Great stuff.
That's a play that's in just about every team's arsenal, but I'll tell you what, when you run it well, it is so tough to defend.
Exactly, that's it, right. Yeah, you know it's coming, but when you execute it perfectly, it's tough to take away all the options.
Benedict able to knock that one away from Doherty, and Frusdorfer flying through, and she'll go in with the right-handed layup.
Yeah, great job by Frusdorfer at the end there. You could see they were kind of coming after her. But she did that old kind of put the defender in jail is what we used to call it. Throw that hip out there and do the Mikan move.
Pass to the corner for Edwards.
Somebody's got to roll to the top.
And it's going to be stolen away by Frusdorfer momentarily and then knocked out of bounds. We're going to get a couple new players checking in. You'll see Maddie Settle and you'll see senior Kayla Eppinger checking in for the first time here for the Scotties.
That's if you're going to, kind of pass and go to the opposite spot, the problem is that takes a lot of effort. And you can see just Shenango a little bit late a couple of times on that.
Three-pointer from the right wing is short, no good. And then this jumper is short as well. I believe that's Mackenzie Cook wearing number 10. Again, the roster we have has her for number 24, so we'll have to confirm all these numbers again.
Some new unis.
Yeah, maybe some new unis,
yeah.
or maybe
forgot theirs.
or maybe we got the road uniforms.
Yeah.
On our official roster. Pass to Benedict from Fisher and stolen away. Good play there by Amara DeFrank. You love these kids still playing tough, especially the starters in the garbage time. Pass down little block looking for Doherty. It's going to get knocked out of bounds, and time is going to expire here on this third period. 46-11 is your score. We'll take a break, be back with the fourth quarter when we return here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
We are back on the Lawrence County SportsNet as we see here as we make the turn into the fourth quarter. The Union Scotties have a 46-11 lead on the Shenango Wildcats in a non-section early season matchup here between 2 WPIAL champions. Union, of course, returning some of the top players. Shenango pretty much an entire turnover as they lost 7 of their top 8. So the Scotties taking care of business here and getting to see some people get some action here. Some of the young kids. So, but as you pointed out, James, at the end of the third quarter, starters still playing hard, especially on the Shenango side.
Yeah, you love seeing that, and you kind of alluded to it. That's about coaching. The one thing that you can't truly teach is effort.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, and yeah, there's no question. And I think Coach LaRocco probably has said, during timeout huddles and things like that, hey, here's a chance for us to get better right here. They got the, Union has some of the second teamers in. Let's keep working and get better.
We're going to have a held ball here between Christopher and Eppinger. Arrow will go over to the Shenango side, and unofficially, I have that as the first Union turnover since the first quarter.
Yeah, that's just all those little things that Union does well. You don't even really notice it.
Pass down low, knocked out of bounds by Ireland Fisher. So it's Fisher, Benedict, Eppinger, Settle, and Noge, the 5 out there for Union. And we did confirm Cook is wearing number 10 tonight and Doherty number 23.
Okay. That was a great guess by you, yeah, because we got somebody who's totally not on the roster. It's like,
I want to say context clues. Mackenzie Cook was the last one that hadn't checked in yet, and she was definitely the shortest on the court, and she's listed at 4'11". So we went with it, and we got it right.
That's it. Yep.
4'11", about an inch shorter than Bob Greenberg. That's what he claims, right? If you don't get the heights on the roster, he says they're all 5 foot, his height. Ella Farrell will take a 3 in and out, no good. And there's DeFrank skying in for a rebound and kicking it back out. No good there. Giada Christopher to put back. She lost it. Got to Farrell, though, no good. And Fisher's going to get the rebound.
Yeah, there it is. There's some Shenango kids playing really hard right there.
And it looks like they're going to go full line change at the next whistle for Shenango. Benedict back out to Eppinger. Eppinger somehow able to hold on to it and get it out to Fisher. To Noge, down to Benedict, and she's going to double dribble, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a very good up and under move started there. When she turned to the inside and ball faked, I thought, oh man, we're going to get to see a really good post move. But put that dribble down, and you can't do that. Once you start into your pivot foot and pick your dribble up, you can't dribble again. But I like that. You can tell she's working on that. Like, you can tell Coach Noge is drilling those post players.
The other reason why we could figure out who it was who had checked into the contest, again, there's only 10 on the roster this year for Shenango, and they're going to go over and back here. And part of the tough part of it, too, is, in talking with Coach LaRocco, is you have to start worrying about being able to keep the program going. You got so much excitement from a championship last year, but unfortunately only 10 players on the roster this year, and not many in the junior high program at the moment either.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, that's not unusual. That's not, even with some of the programs that are experiencing success at the varsity level.
Left wing, Maddie Settle, foot on the line, short, no good, and rebound tracked down there by Emmerich.
Yeah, good work by Emmerich for sure. You look at the players out here right now, James, and their classes, the years. This would have been the 6 o'clock game had there been a JV game right here. Right,
and that's the other thing. Again, no JV games all year for Shenango. It's going to make that really tough.
Right.
Maggie Joseph into the game. It was along with Chloe Confer and Ariana Pavelko for the first time. Shot blocked by Settle and then stolen by Joseph. She tries to go coast to coast. She tried a little spin shot, but isn't going to get it.
You can't spin on both feet. I think that was the call there.
I mean, if you're a former Union student Pee Wee Thomas, who was just on Dancing with the Stars earlier this week, does that count?
Yeah, I don't think they call travels on that in that sport though.
Did not think I'd get a Pee Wee Thomas reference in tonight, but there we go. Long shot there from Niera Thomas, right on cue. No relation. Union basketball, no points scored here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Settle around the perimeter. Good pass from Joseph down low to Benedict. Stops, almost a soccer throw and no good on the shot. Back down, rebound and put back for Maddie Settle.
Yeah, great work there by Maddie Settle, getting down there and finding the open area.
Talk about this Union team and what they've done under Coach Noge. The numbers are absolutely astonishing as Eppinger, after the steal, is dispossessed herself. The 4 years before Coach Nogue was hired,
This is the stat of the night right here.
Union was 8-76. 8-76.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember, from the time I was in high school through all my coaching career and everything else, Union girls basketball was always, just not something you even gave a thought to. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't. They very often had good boys teams, but you didn't even get and then all of a sudden, Unions, great, wow, and then they culminate all that with that state title last year, and Coach Nogue's got things rolling here, no doubt about it.
Now you have the fifth 1,000-point scorer, though I guess it's not officially for Union because, again, only 812 or 813 officially of the points for Kelly Cleaver scored here at Union. However, just talking about, that first year, I think the record was like 2-18 for Coach Nogue in Union, but then the last couple of years, 22-3, a WPIAL semifinal appearance, and then last year going 23-6 overall and winning gold medals in both the district and state tournaments. Absolutely incredible as we take a look at our LCAP instant replay. Foot on the line there on the call for Maddie Settle.
I mean, I know you certainly are savvy enough to like historic thing. I mean, winning a state title, at any school in basketball is crazy, and for them to do it just in that third year is amazing.
We're going to have a whistle. We have a pushing foul here on Settle after missing that jumper.
Think about all the great programs, James, like in, Lawrence County, Mercer County, Butler County, the premier basketball programs in these counties that have been great, Grandpa, Dad, and current generation were all good, and they've never won a state title. So that's just unbelievable.
And how many state titles does any Union sport have?
Right.
Like all Union sports combined.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the first.
Yep. Yeah, that's amazing.
And the way that their goal, they want to be right back there naturally, but they definitely are one of the favorites to make it back there. As Pavelko got her hands on it, stripped it away, couldn't get the steal though. Mackenzie Cook able to fight through. Now Doherty kicks it back out to Thomas. We're down under 30 seconds remaining here in the contest. Three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good, and a strong rebound there by Chloe Confer as Eppinger will bring the ball across the timeline. Eppinger left wing, Settle again, this time foot behind the line, back iron no good. Joseph got the rebound and then a pump there. We're going to get a traveling call against Confer. She smiles, and that's going to be the end as they're not going to get an inbound in time. Your final score here tonight, Union 50, Shenango 11. 1,000-point scorer in Kelly Cleaver, the story of the night. We'll wrap it all up in our Tri-County Principals post-game show when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity, it's really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
Our Tri-County Principals post-game show. You take a look at the post-game celebration that's going on here. Is again 1,000 points scored by Kelly Cleaver tonight, a 50-11 final score here at Shenango High School. But again, the big news of the night: Kelly Cleaver, the 5th Union player to hit 1,000.
Yeah, just again, sort of a culmination of just an amazing, outstanding career, and like I said, just a. Kind of one of those deals that it's no question a team, it's a team award. It's a team celebration When a player gets 1,000 points, particularly one that's, unselfish and, such a great teammate and all of those kinds of things. So, again, a lot of smiles, a lot of fun going on down there. And, there's a lot of players down there that, feel a big part of that and, are taking part of that celebration as if, deservedly so, that they had a big hand in all that, right?
Absolutely. And, it is – and this is what I think is nice, too, is the recognition. And you kind of mentioned it earlier, the team aspect of it, because in the end, she also had 5 assists tonight, unofficially, 6 rebounds, and she's kind of done that throughout her entire career. And it means a little bit more when you have that sort of thing happening as well. And that's right there, okay? Everybody's there. They're smiling. They're enjoying it. It's not thank goodness this ball hog is taking it. It's far from that, which I think is also fun to see.
There's no question about it, right? She's just almost like a kind of a perfect teammate. And, again, sometimes we've seen it, right, in some of the games we've covered. At times you can see Coach Nogay kind of like biting his bottom lip there, that face that he makes when he wishes – that Kelly would take a shot, not pass it off, right? And, so.
Well, we had that with Matt Stanley last year when he was going for the school record.
Right.
It was like people
shoot it.
Yeah, shoot the ball, right? So, no, and again, congratulations to Kelly Cleaver. 13 points tonight. How about she does it in style on a three-pointer?
Right.
Does the 6-footer.
Yeah, it was, she got the ball, and they came kind of flying out at her in the zone, and then they dropped back into the zone, and she kind of was like, you're really going to leave me wide open here? All right. And she banged it and went over that 1,000 mark, and a lot of points yet to be scored, I think, by her this season. So, she's just getting started here her senior year.
We're going to step aside one more time, and we'll come back with the full post-game show. We'll get our gem scoring recap as well as our MVP, Insurance MVP, and our Mainly Chiropractic Play of the Game Awards. That's when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
You're looking for quality concrete services? Contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
When the high school season heats up, when it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Zeno-Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builders has been building our community for 70 years.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
At Madore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Madore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MadoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Here at Shenango, the teachers and staff love their Wildcats. In the classroom or wearing the blue and gold, we have their back and we wish the Cats the best this season.
This video is brought to you by the Shenango Area Education Association.
Hey Scotty fans, it's Mrs. Ryan and Miss Felina here on behalf of the Union Area Education Association. And we want to wish all of our Scotties good luck this season. Go Scotties!
Continuing our Tri-County Principals post-game show here at lcsportsnet.com. Again, your final score 50, I lost my sheet now, listen to me, 50-11 Union over Shenango. Let's get right into our GEM scoring recap. The big number is Kelly Cleaver, 13 points, including the three-pointer to put her over 1,000 career on the season. On her career, I should say. 8 each for Bella Cameron and Kylie Frustorfer, 7 for Mia Pruz, 6 for Miera Gunn, 4 for Maddie Settle, and 2 for Olivia Benedict to round out the Union scoring. 7 points leading the way for Ella Farrell, a 3 of 2 and a pair of free throws. Zoe Offey and Addie Kays with a bucket each. That's your creative edge post-game scoring recap. From concept to creation, combining consecutive construction experience with creative design to make your project a reality. Give them a call at 724-652-1372 for more information. Union gets their first win on the year in this brutal preseason schedule. Shenango now also with a 1-2 record, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, how about that? Of course, they went down over the weekend and played some great WPIAL 5 and 6A schools, and they are very, very good. And yeah, they come here, play a local rival, play great, get their star 1,000 points, and get their first win of the year.
And obviously, that 1,000-point performance could have been our play of the game, very obviously. Yeah. But we are going to go, obviously, as Kelly Cleaver with your MVP insurance. MVP of the game, main reason, because it wasn't just hitting the 1,000-point. It was the other thing she did. 5 assists, 4 steals, yes. 6 rebounds, all these unofficial numbers. We'll get the official ones on Twitter and Instagram later. But your MVP insurance MVP of the game is Kelly Cleaver in honor of tonight's 1,000-point scoring performance. You can view the full list of MVPs going to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations, Kelly Cleaver, tonight's MVP insurance, MVP of the game. Call MVP for the win. And the play of the game goes along with what we just said. The point forward aspect, she gets the ball on the block, she's double, triple teamed, finds the cutter in Bella Cameron. Yeah. I mean, that one of many great passes you saw from her tonight as well.
Just a great, kind of a great decision to make that the play of the game, because it illustrates all the great things that she does, and just a great pass and a great finish, and just kind of a good little nod to all of the things she does besides score, including that 1,000-point, those 1,000 points tonight.
So Bella Cameron gets the Mainly Chiropractic play of the game shirt and video of that play, and the 1,000-point play will also be listed on the Trib Standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. Congratulations, Bella Cameron from Kelly Cleaver as tonight's Mainly Chiropractic play of the game. Let Mainly Chiropractic keep you in the game. There's a Coach Stanley sighting up there.
There he is, yes. Yep.
There's Coach. Thank them. We've got to thank Darren Heberlin running our cameras tonight. Thank Lucas Stanley for running the camera for literally 10 seconds tonight. Rob Natel for producing. Happy birthday to Robert coming out early for this 6:30 game. And Chris Birch making the trip down. Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Always love working with you and the crew. And, again, it's always a real traipse down memory lane anytime I make my way into one of these Lawrence County gyms. So appreciate that. Appreciate you.
Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays, everyone. Stay tuned. We'll have bocce next week right here, actually. Unified bocce.
Nice.
They call it the Cat Dog Trophy. It's the Shenango Wildcats against the Freedom Bulldogs. They're making it an annual preseason match. So we'll have fun covering that one. We'll have Laurel against Newcastle bocce coming the following week as well, and Mohawk against Union after the new year. And I think we have 3 basketball games, at least 2, maybe 3 that are scheduled the week before Christmas. So stay tuned. Plenty of stuff happening here before the holiday break. So for Chris Birch and the entire LC Sportsnet crew, I'm James Dotson saying so long for now, and stay tuned for more great action. Your final score here tonight, Union 50, Shenango 11. Have a great night, everyone.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.